Hey everyone, in this video I'm going to take a look at Outcast Silver Raiders, and specifically I'm going to look at the player's book, and I'm going to roll up a character for it, so I hope you'll join me. So the first thing I'd like to say about this book is just I'm really impressed with the quality of it. It comes in 3 books, and I like that. Instead of one great big book cut up into chapters, having 3 little smaller books where the chapters are sort of cut up into different books. I'm a big fan of that, so very nice job. Nice inside, some references on the inside, references on this side as well. The artwork, I really like the artwork. I think it's really nice, and I'm a big fan of having one artist throughout the entire book. I think that really gives a unified feeling to the game. I think the artwork in a book, most people pass off artwork as not really that important, and I think that does actually is the case in books where they have too many different artists. Sort of has a clown pants feeling to me. It can put me off on a game. But this game's really nice. I mean, it just has the one artist. I'm not going to try and say anyone's name because I always mess it up. This is the artist here, and this is the game designer here. And this, I guess, I don't know if Exalted Funeral is the publisher or if they are the distributor. I'm not sure. Exalted Funerals is a really good website for lots of strange little games. And Esoteric Ludology. I don't know if that is the actual game company that put this out. I'm not sure, or if it's Exalted Funeral. I have no idea what. No, sure. Copyright Esoteric Ludology. So anyway, so the first thing I'd like to start off with, and I'll just grab the character sheet here, which I think is kind of interesting, is that they've put the attributes in alphabetical order, which is a little unusual. You don't usually see that, and I think it makes sense because in the rules it says that you shouldn't be trying to get into a lot of combat at first, and if you have strength up there first, it kind of puts an emphasis on combat, and I think by putting charisma up there, it sort of de-emphasizes combat. But that being said, it's also in alphabetical order, so I'm not sure if that was actually the intent or not. This character sheet, I just downloaded it off the website. It has a URL inside the book. You got a nice place for your equipment, obviously your ability scores and everything. Now, what I'm going to roll up here is a rogue. One interesting thing is that they say it doesn't matter what ability scores you have. You can play whatever character that you want, which makes sense because although it is 3d6 is not 3d6 down a row, you roll a 3 6-sided. You roll your 6 attributes and then you assign them wherever you want. So yeah, obviously you can play anything that you want. There's only 3 classes. There's the rogue, there's the sorcerer, and there's the warrior. So you can be one of the 3 classes. And it's got a really neat saving throw system, and it's got a neat skill system as well. So what I'm going to do is I'll just roll up these 6. Now, if I don't get a high enough score, then what ends up happening is and a high enough score means that my ability bonuses can't add up to less than 0. So if I have a -1, -2, something like that, then the hero is considered dead, and then I can just roll up another one. So I'll do 6 and see what happens here. Well, that's a good start. 17. That's not bad either. I'm doing really well here. All right. I think this one's a keeper. Oh. Let's Spoke too soon. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. One more. Come on, let's get a good. 9, 10, 11. All right. All right. I think this character is going to be a keeper. So no dead siblings for this one. Then just figure out the ability bonuses. The ability bonuses are here. Pretty standard. Well, actually not really. 6 to 8 is a -1. It's a little bit tough. I guess they're expecting you to get... So what are we gonna do here? Okay, so we've got a +2 there, and we've got a 12 is a nothing, a 15 is a +1, another nothing burger, a 6 is a -1, and an 11 is a nothing burger. So this hero is, or character is, acceptable. So because I'm going to be a rogue, rogues get, I should check out what the rogues get here just to, like I say, there's the 3 characters, and so you can look in here and see, they've got a really nice chart for the characters. Right here sort of lays out, you know, what I get each level. So to start with, saving throws are +1 to dexterity, +1 to intelligence. So I'm going to put that here, +1 to intelligence and +1 to dexterity. All right, very nice. So that should be a consideration. Don't believe they have prime requisites in this game. Don't remember reading anything. And then sneak attack. That's how much damage I'd get for a sneak attack. So I think sneaking would be very important. And I start off with +1 stealth, which would be for my sneaking. So stealth, that would be skills. Skills are listed here. They're sort of set. You've got these 10 skills. So start off with a +1 stealth. So I'll make a note of that. +1 stealth. And then what I'll do is I will randomly roll for the skills, because you can do that. Here's the skill list. So I'll just take 6 rolls. Normally I wouldn't do that. I would pick, but you know, I like random. Random's kind of fun. So seamanship, that's odd. Seamanship. 9, survival. All right, 4 more rolls. 10, tinkering. All right, 3 more rolls. Come on. 4, literacy. All right, 5, seamanship again. So what am I at? 2, 3, 4, 5. 1 more roll. Come on. All right, I'm not going to take the roll. I'm just going to take it stealth, because otherwise, let's face it, not a very good rogue without a little additional stealth in there. All right, so my seamanship. Where's seamanship? So I've got a +1 here, but that means +1 to the one that I already have. So because I got it once, I had it 1. Because I rolled it again, I get a 2. Survival is 1. Tinker is 1. Literacy is 1. Stealth should be 2. There we go. And the rest of them are nada. All right, so the way that the skills work, and I think this is kind of neat, is if you're asked to roll a skill, you're going to use a skill. So let's say I'm going to try and sneak past the guards. I would roll the die and I would add my stealth, which is 2. So 4, 5, 6, I succeeded. Pretty simple. And the saving throws, oh, I didn't organize my... All right, just a minute here. I didn't do this part. That's like pretty important. All right, let me see here. So I've got a +1 for intelligence. So I want another bonus to that. I like really having something strong. So let's take dexterity here. Let's make that a +2. And then let's make the intelligence. Let's put intelligence at 15. So I get a +1 there. What am I getting a -1 on? How about strength? This guy's just not that strong, which I think is kind of fun. And then the rest of them are just nadas. So what do we got left here? Oh, no. Is that wrong? 15, 12, 6, 11. I'm missing one. Oh, I have two 12s. All right. That's what it is. So we'll just go, well, I guess it doesn't really matter. 12, 11, 12. And those are nothing. Nothing burgers. So this is pretty good. So for a dexterity saving throw, I'd get a +3. Now, saving throws are on a 10-sided die, not a 6-sided die. So again, same thing. If I want to make a dexterity saving throw, whoo, I failed. 1s always fail, 10s always succeed. So you have a 10% chance of always failing, and you have a 10% chance of always succeeding. And your modifier would essentially be a percentage. So, in this case, I would have a +3, so 30%. Increased chance of succeeding. So 7, I failed there. Because again, you need to get a 10 or better in order to save. So that's how that works there. So I start off at first level. Start off with 0 hit points. And let's take a look at the rogue again. I really like this table. I really like this. This just gives, this just lays out everything really nice. So I start off with D4 luck points. There they are. I get +1 luck point every so many levels. So there's a +1, there's a +2, there's a +3, 6th level. I believe luck points are used to re-roll dice if you want, which is really powerful. And it's actually life-saving in an OSR game. And let's see here. What else do I have? I'm on my hit points. What's my hit dice? The hit dice. 6-sided die. All right. So my hit points, and I get to add my Constitution bonus, which is nothing. All right. So 3. I start off with 3 hit points. Wow. Okay. I'm gonna have my name as Brug. So this is Brug the Rogue. Now, I'm just gonna go through the rest of the book. I'm not gonna equip this guy. The encumbrance works by slots. I really like that. Makes life a lot easier. Death, you get if you get to 0 hit points and you fail 3 saving throws, then you'll die. What's my con? See, so that's fairly bad. Oh, maybe I should have put something on my con. Would give me an increased chance, especially would give me more hit points too. Actually, that's kind of a thing. I probably should have done that. If I'm going to roll up another one, I think I would. Seeing as that's so important, I would have gotten the +2 on my hit points. I would have gotten 5 hit points. Plus, I would have gotten a bonus of +2 to my death saving throw. Yeah, that's actually, even though Dex makes sense, makes a lot more sense to put it on my con. So, this is the warrior. The sorcerer is kind of neat because they use something called blood magic. And blood magic, right here, the blood magic is neat, where they wound themselves in order to cast magic. They heal it back, but they have to cause scars to themselves. So I get this idea they'd be kind of these grizzled, scarred up people after. Wouldn't take too long of doing that. So in the equipment, you've got animals, you've got vehicles. How to sell goods. This one's kind of neat. I like this. This is if you're going to sell goods. This is sort of how much money's worth of goods you could actually sell in a town, a hamlet, a village, or a town, or a city. So you're sort of limited if you want to get rid of equipment. You know, if you're only near hamlets and towns or in villages and so forth, you'd be limited to what you could unload. Whereas in the city, you'd be able to sell everything, which is neat. So again, we see that we've got the slots here. We've got notes for the equipment. We've got the equipment here, miscellaneous, containers, food and lodging, vehicles. Everything's in silver pieces, not in gold pieces, which I really like that. I think it's more accurate, which is kind of fun. I mean, I know fantasy's not supposed to be accurate, but I like it if it's a little bit accurate. And You know, it's the constraints of history that makes it sort of fun. The retainers, you know, a little section on retainers, playing the game. The combat rules, the different kind of moves that you can make during your turn. You know, attacking, death, like I say, 3 saving throws, you're dead. Sort of going into the, you know, the nitty-gritty, the healing, the movement rates, that kind of thing. Yeah, so I can't go through the whole book, but there you go. That is it. I rolled up this hero, and my initiative, I believe my initiative bonus is my dex. Yeah, but it depends on armor. That's why it's there. I'm not going to bother rolling that stuff up. I start off with a +1. Yeah. Oh, yeah, +1 bleed. So that'll be... But I don't have any bonuses yet. I don't know what equipment. So, yeah, that's the game. That's Outlaw Silver Raiders. I'll look at the other 3 books later. I haven't gotten around to reading them yet, but I read this one. It's neat, like I say. I love the art. I love the theme. I love the single artist through the entire book. I think that really gives the book a nice feel. So that's it. I hope that if you enjoyed this video, that you'll leave a like, and if you haven't subscribed already, please do. And if you know someone you think that might enjoy my channel, then please feel free to share it. All right. Thank you very much for watching. Bye.